is the Irontrader, and this is Midday Trading. So today we're going to stick here with the old energy theme. We're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas, but first we're going to take a look here at XLE, that's the big oil ETF, and UGA, which is the gasoline ETF. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have the XLE. Now, this is the big oil ETF. I showed you this many a times. It has, Exxon, Schlumberger, everything is right in here. Plus, it pays a really nice dividend, about 3.3.5 to 4, about 3.5% for a dividend there. So this actually works out here very, very nicely because it's a sweet basket of all the big oil. Now you can see here while we're moving up here very, very nicely. Okay, so let's just look at the downside here first. So what you want to watch is you want to watch that 8-day. That's going to be very, very key on a closing basis. That's 91.83. If that's lost, we'll come right to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 90.63, and then we'll come over to yesterday's low, looking at 90.21, and then we have your key level here at that 89.97. That's your 100-day. Then we have your 200-day right below that at 89.52, and then we have the 50-day at 88.93, and your 21-day sitting right there. So a lot of good support here, and your price is above all the simple moving average, which is always very, very bullish. So let's take a look here at the upside. Okay, so obviously we made a higher high and a higher low today, which is always very positive. Okay, so you want to look at 92.75. That's the key. Next level here we're going to be going to is 93.47, and you have your big retest up here at 94.21 level. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we'll come over here to the top of this candle. You're looking at 94.51, and then we just start ratcheting it right on up here. Okay, so what you have is 95.21, and then we'll come up here. You're looking at 96.17, and then we have 96.92, and then we have your big retest up there at 98.97. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get there, but again, with the way the oil situation is going here, you never know. The key is you got to break that 94.21, then you can ratchet right on up here. Now, these blue lines here are just like a lot of people know, are just price channels, but look how easy it makes. See, as the price goes down, it leaves the channel also on the other side. So then when you break out, then you know where all your resistant levels are, and it makes life a lot easier because all you have to do is look at the chart and say, okay, I can just bring the price channel across. Boom, that's my resistant levels. Boom, there I go. Okay, so right now, here's what you want to watch is you want to watch this key 8 SMA here. That's going to be very, very key. And obviously the top of today's candle, that's at 92.75. Now there is a gap here I want to show you. So your gap here is 92.75. That's your top. That's today's high. And then you want to look to the bottom here at 93.20. There's your fill. Okay, so you do have a gap and you do have a fill before you get to that 94.21. But this is looking also very, very good. Your 8-day crossed above your 50-day, your 200-day, 100-day, your 21 days rolling up here, looking very, very nice. RSI here, oh geez, you're only sitting at 60. You got plenty of room to run up here. Your green over your red, that shows very, very bullish. This is very, very bullish. Usually I buy this here right in this area here. See how this comes at here right after the first of the year. I buy it and I go long here because of seasonality trade. Okay, but right now I'm just trading this. And it's actually a very good trade here. This is due to the war effort here that's going on here between Israel and Iran, that whole Middle East thing, and also here with the hurricane. So again, I usually, don't trade it like I don't like this much here, but again, it's coming really into play. Okay, let's take a look here at the gasoline ETF. Okay, this is UGA. This is a gasoline ETF. Now I'll show you exactly. This is where I usually buy it. See at the 24 level here, I'll buy it right in this area, right here, right in January. Okay, and then look at it. See, I just basically just hold this and look what a nice run up here. Okay, so what do we have here for a low? You had a low there of 57.87, and you went all the way to 74.57. Okay, so again, you got a lot of ups and downs here, but usually this is the trade every year. You buy it right after the first of the year, and you just run it right on up here. When it peaks out like it did here, or you just get out of the trade. But now I'm doing the same thing I am with the XLE, is I'm trading this. Now you got to be careful with this one. It doesn't do a whole lot of volume. Okay, you did like 12,500 shares. You can't go in there like, I want to buy 20,000 shares or something like this. That's not going to work. Okay, you just got to buy a smaller and buy it. I always buy it in increments and sell it in increments like 1,000, 2,000, something like that. That's how you trade this, okay? So let's look at the downside here first. So what you want to do is you want to watch this key 100-day. You're looking at 63.95. And then what you want to do is you want to watch today's low. That's 63.45. There's your gap. You look to yesterday's high at 64.48. There's your fill, okay? So right below that, okay, 63.45. Okay, and then we'll look here to the top of this candle here at 64.48. So this is what we got here for, and then this 8-day. This 8-day is going to be very, very critical. But now again, it's doing the same thing as this 21-day. I mean, there's the XLE. See how that 8-day crossed above the 50, headed towards the 100. Your 21-day moving up here very, very nicely here. Okay, so this is what you do. You just want to keep watching this here. Now again, don't trade of any size because that's not going to work there. Okay, so basically you just watch here on top of here. Okay, so there's that candle, there's that gap again, 62.80. That's your gap. Okay, and then look to the bottom of today's 63.45. Okay, so gap and fill, and then we have the 8-day below that, and then we have your 50-day sitting at 61.51, and then we have your 21-day at 60.61. Now, upside, basically, you just want to look here if it can roll right up to that 65.49, which realistically is that 200-day, very, very close right there. So if you can break that level, then what we do is we just follow these price channels again here, okay? So what do you got there? You got 67.05. Then we just come right up top of here. You got 67.58. Then just keep following up until we can get all the way there to that 70.72 level if it goes that high. Now, it just might stop. You got to see what it does when it hits that 65.54 because that's your price channel and your 200-day. If that can break above it, then she can go higher. If not, then she can come right on down very nicely. But if you look at the chart here, it's pretty much the same as the XLE. So, if you don't want to trade one, you could trade the other or, whatever you wanted to do. RSI here, same thing. You're sitting there right at the 60 level. You got plenty of room to run. Your green over your red, looking very, very bullish. But again, now always remember this. It's just like with crude oil. You got circumstances. You got the war premium in this. Okay, you got the hurricane premium in this. So always be careful of this time of the year for seasonality. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil and natty gas. Okay, crude oil here, daily chart, natural gas, daily chart, very, very easy trade. Okay. We had this big ass red candle yesterday, came right on down, but as I've been pointing out here, you closed above the 8-day and you closed above the 50-day. Now that 8-day crossed over that 50-day, now that becomes very, very good support anytime that price is above. Okay, so if you watch my video this morning, I said, here's what you want to do. Today's high so far is we had 75.64. We're looking for this level here, 75.57. Okay, so you came in within 7 cents. Now, your next level here, what you're looking for is going to be this 100-day sitting at 76.02, and then we have that 77.32, which is your 200-day, which is going to be very, very key because you can see it stopped it here twice already, okay? Then, if you can bust through that, then we'll look to the top of that candle. You're looking at 78.46 level. Now, again, if you can break above that, everything you need to know is sitting right here, okay? So your next target is going to be 79.10, and then we're going to come right up here to 80.16, okay? Very, very simple. Okay, but again, you got to crack that 100, you got to crack that 200-day, then you can go up. Now, downside, well, we want to watch yesterday's high. Okay, 74.45. Then we want to watch that 8-day. That's going to be key, 73.74, and then we have that 50-day at 72.74, and then we have that 21-day at 72.33. Now, again, just always remember, we have that war premium, hurricane premium. Everything is tied right in here to the old crude ski, okay? So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. So for today, here's what you want to watch. Just watch that 8-day. That's going to be very, very key on a closing basis. And watch that 100-day on a closing basis. You crack that 100-day, you can possibly go here. Oh, I think I just messed her up a little bit here for you. Okay, you crack that 100-day, you're going to go right to that 200-day at 73.32. You crack that, you go right to the top. Okay, bottom line is you lose that 8-day, you're going to go to the 50-day, you lose that, you're going to go to the 21-day, then we can figure it all the way on down here. Okay, but right now, this is a very, very bullish chart. You're going higher. Okay, so I got a scalp going on UCO. And from this morning, and doing good on that. There's no issues. Okay, so RSI here, only at 57, plenty of room to run. Green over your red, very, very bullish. Okay, we got to see if and when it gets up to that 100-day, what it does, and what is the reaction if it blasts through that to that 200-day. Does it come back off again, or does she crack through? Now, natural gas, also very, very good trade today. I'm long the UNG, and I'm still long the UNG. I got one trade going here. You came all the way down. You got as low here as 2.588. So what you do is you just basically look here to the left of the chart here. So this morning I said if you lose that 21-day, what you want to do is come right down here to the bottom. What do we have? 2.56. Today's low here, okay, 2.558. Okay, so it came in within a couple of cents of that low. Okay, that's your support. If that's lost, then we come right to the next support. 2.53, and then we'll come to the top of this candle, 2.46, the bottom of there, 2.45, and then we have your 2.43. That is, you can be your big target if that is lost. However, you can see where it went down and it closed right back up again this 21 days. See how strong that is? This is why you trade the charts. People that say, oh, charts are after looking at things, that's all bullshit. They just don't know how to trade the charts. They should come over here. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so bottom line, all you have to do is if it holds that 21 day, okay, now we're going to be looking for the next target. So you're going to look to the bottom of that candle. That's 2.699, okay, and then we'll look to the top here, 2.72, and then we can come up with the top of this candle, 2.78, which lines up very, very nicely here with this 8-day sitting at 2.79, okay? That's your target. So basically, you're trading between the 21-day and the 8-day. That's what we're trading. You lose the 21-day, we follow the candles down until you hit the 100. You crack above that 8-day, well, then we just follow the candles all the way up here, and then, you know what I'm saying? And until we get all the way to that 3.019. But that 8 day is going to be super, super strong. You're not going to blast through it the first time. You'll probably come into it and then come right on back. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out. Now, RSI here, trying to work itself right back up here. This is, I don't like this bearish cross here. But again, that can be just like we have here. Come on down and then turn right back up and go higher. So be patient with this here. Just trade this. That's what I'm doing. So I got a long trade going on natural gas. I got a long trade going on crude. I got a long trade going on XLE. And I got a long trade going on gasoline. Okay. Also got a long trade on NVIDIA, TQQ. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in deep over here. Okay. I'm ensconced, as they say. Okay. That's what I got for you. And I'll be back here after your pit close. And we will do it all over again. All right. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.